friend, come be a friend. Come join us, www.discord.gg/CJN Friends. The link is in my bio on my X. So if you don't have my X, then, come follow me on X. And you will have my X in the bio, and you will have the link to the community. But yeah, come hang out. We do this 3 days a week: Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays typically educational, and every other week we have a guest speaker, Mr. Maddox Makes, who comes in and helps us make art. Helps us create stuff with Canva, CapCut, other tools. Helps us become a little more creative. He taught us image flip the other day. Um, and he's just a staple of the community now. He's going to be here regularly every 2 weeks, just helping to teach us and helping to help us grow. So I learned something new pretty often from him. I didn't really know about image flip, so that helped me a lot. But yeah, come be a friend, come join in. We're answering a question right now from John, one of the users in the chat. Yeah, happy hump day. I don't get weekends, John. Yes, it is a post roast, Vina. Um, but yeah, so basically, John, what we do is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we meet up for Guildhall. It's all about content creation. It's all about posting on X, streaming. It's all about setting up your Canva or your CapCut and configuring it or using different tools within them. We mostly try to focus on free tools so that it's accessible for everybody. But there are premium tools that are super effective and beneficial to you. So sometimes we do recommend them. And I will continue to recommend them depending on which ones we are focusing on for the day. Like CapCut has a premium, and the CapCut premium can be good. I mean, it makes things a little bit faster. Do you need it? No. Are they starting to paywall more things? Yes. When it comes to Canva, a lot of the features are locked behind paywall. But there's projects, there's brand kits, there's font types that you can save. There's being able to resize things and remove backgrounds quickly and easily. Which, I mean, you have background remover and everything, but then you gotta port the thing out there and then background remove it and then port it back into Canva. Like, there's a lot of things that are free. It's just, it becomes a hassle. So that's what Maddox does. Maddox teaches us on that. And I will typically do educational stuff all week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm typically accessible in the Guild Showcase. You can tag me, and I will try to respond there as fast as I can. I'm really behind on that because the competitions have been taking a lot of my time. And then with the Zealy Quest and all the other silliness, it gets super busy. So like I don't want to ignore your guys' stuff, but like at the same time, I'm not able to get to like personal submissions as fast as people would typically like. And I do apologize for that. I know you guys typically would prefer it to be a little bit faster, but I do my best, and if you have patience, eventually I will review it. In the meantime, you take your time when we're going through these post roasts. Wednesdays are typically post roasts, so we go through the submissions from the last week's contest. Last week's contest was single post. So it was basically restricting your content to one post, where it did not say show more. It could not say show more. So you had a very limited character count. You had to manage your space really well as try to get your message across as to why or what like catchy interest on drawing people into the community. That was the whole goal for last week. And you were allowed to use one piece of media or a video or a GIF or whatever. And if you used the video, you were only allowed to use up to a 30-second video, which some people did get disqualified because they used over a 30-second video because they just nagged the video off of CJ News or whatever and used that. So yeah, very much make sure that you are paying attention to the tasks and the requirements for those tasks, because if you do not follow the requirements for those tasks, they'll be disqualified or they'll be failed. I told people, do not use the long M dashes. Anytime I saw an M dash, I had to fail it. Velocity in the house. What's up, brother? So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of new faces here though today. So that's one of the reasons why I did want to go over it real quick as to what we do here. at CJN Friends, because I want you guys to happily participate and be a part of it. I want to see those submissions. Even if you don't think your submission is good, give it a shot, and I'll give you a review, and then I'll help you do better. All right, we will help you refine your posting. And even if you never get super creative with it, like even if you're never posting to the point where you're getting like first, second, or third place, right? Hey, Big Baby J. Even if you're not getting first, second, or third place, you are going to improve your writing and your structure and your flow of your posts to the point where you could potentially make posts for companies or make review posts or do something that's instructional. It doesn't have to be creative, right? It doesn't have to be creative. It can be something instructional or informative, right? And you can still then, yes, you can use anime velocity. You and the anime, bro. I'm looking forward to some fire anime memes, all right? Yeah, for meme, yif. Um, but yeah. So we are we are very much looking forward to everybody's submissions. I love seeing submissions. Usually they include a call to action for you to invite people to the community. Yes, yes, we shill here, damn it. I want my submissions to shill because it gets them used to promoting whatever project they're participating in. And the more you promote the projects you participate in, the more you get noticed typically, and usually the more you can get paid by becoming a content writer or a content creator for these purposes. So like get into good habits now. Never forget an invite to the Discord. Never forget an invite to go and check out. What's up, Shua? Never forget an invite to go and check out their X page and join them on their platforms. Like these call to actions are important. Giving a message, yeah, meme is not a video. Meme is definitely not a video. I mean, you can have a meme-esque video, but we're doing meme photos. That's yeah. You do like a little comic strip, that would be a meme. You could do something like that, totally. But like it would have to be one image. You can have an anime style thing where like there's different scenes and stuff. If you're good with the art and the graphics design, like you could do something like that for sure. But like yeah, no videos. There is no videos this time. It is just straight memes. So we're doing straight images. And like I provided assets in the link that I have on the event announcement. So like you guys can use any of those assets, the CJN logo, the CJF logo. Just again, try not to make it seem like you're a representative of the company. Be respectful of that. That is a line that you don't usually want to cross with anybody you're providing content for typically, and don't change the logos, because that was something else that I noticed. Like people were creating weird logos for CJF in these posts. Logo changing is not good. A lot of companies do not appreciate them. What? What do you mean? Stop flirting with me, Velocity. You could do like a GIF, right, Phillips, and that could be memey, but like technically a meme is a photo. Like you're trying to convey like a point or a thought or a funny moment or something, like shit talking somebody in like one image. Um, I didn't take anybody's wife, bro. What are we talking about here? I'm confused. I Y'all got me messed up. Um, so let's start off. let's start off with the post roast. So today we're gonna be doing the post roast. I'm gonna be playing around with you guys, joking about some of the content, some of the content that you guys have produced. I'm gonna be poking a little bit of fun at some of the silly little mistakes that you guys have made, that you guys know better with, for some of you, and kind of just trying to help you guys learn a little bit. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be pointing out the mistakes. I'm gonna be pointing out the things that you can improve on. It's very important that, like, you guys try to put yourself in the mind of the reader. That's one thing I'm going to start pushing more with you guys. I'm going to say, put yourselves more in the mind of the reader. Read through it. Look through the image. See how the image connects. Dev's already roasted by those jet engines, bro. Those jet engines cooked him already. But we got we have to put our ego and our pride in our work aside. And I say it like that because, like, we look at it and we say, you know what, that looks really good, right? But then you can try to read it and be like, wait, that sounds like shit though when I try to read through it. Or, hey, I'm looking at this image and it doesn't make sense to me with the flow of the words or how the words are positioned. How am I reading it? How does my brain default to reading this message or this meme? Yeah, a photo meme can be a lot of fun, Phillips. And it's much like the short post. The short post is difficult because you have a limited amount of space. With a single photo meme, right? You have a limited amount of space. You have a limited amount of real estate to work with to get your point across, and you don't want it to be um too put like too cluttered or crowded or anything. But you also don't want it to be too empty. You want it to be just right, right? You want it to feel natural, feel good, feel like it fits, right? And where did my post go? I don't know what I did with it. That's that one. Where is it? Oh, that's why, derp. Because I'm looking on X and I posted it here. Events updates. Let's go and. I mean, this is not the greatest meme in the world, right? Like, but it's simple. You get the point. And, like, the imagery is there. Like, isn't me just sitting there smiling, looking away, and then, like, me go sitting there going, really? Like, it works. It's like I said, it's not the greatest meme in the world, but I used the CJF logo. I made sure that I used a font that is CJF compliant. Like, I'm gonna release a whole brand kit at some point once I get the brand kit approved. So you'll have color palettes, you'll have background styles, you'll have all of the things that you could potentially want or need for creating content with imagery and stuff from CJF. But you want to avoid, because, like, this sounds very official, right? Like, this, well, maybe not very official, but, like, this sounds like an announcement, right? CJF Meme 101 contest announcement, right? So it sounds like I'm posting as a part of the team, right? You want to try to avoid that, as somebody who's not part of the team. What's up, TJ? How's it going, brother? Um, Hey, Azura, I see you walking in. Monday, taco. It's no longer Taco Tuesday. It's Hump Wednesday. Wednesday, Hump Day. Whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm glad you're doing good, bud. I'm happy to see you here. I'm glad that you take the time to stop in and everything. Let's see. Let me go to the submissions here and start pulling some of these up. I'm going to do it in order of winners for first through third. And then from there, I am going to start branching out into the others. Oh, nice. Hopefully you did really well, buddy. I don't envy people going through school. School for me was a nightmare. I'm definitely much happier not being in school. Um, but sometimes school is super helpful, and it's if you're doing it and you're doing good at it, keep doing good at it because it will help you no matter what. Um, what I'm going to do is I am going to share my screen so that you guys can hear this because audio is important in all of your content. Okay, so full share screen. All right. Um, yeah, we do have a lot of new faces. Let's see here. So we're gonna start this over, right? And we're gonna read through this first. And this is typically the approach I take, right? I look at the messaging and I see what the messaging is, right? And like you guys, a few of you guys, and this is just like a general like statement because I saw a few of you guys, even I think Vina made the mistake of putting the invite up here, right? You don't put the invite up here because I told you guys like put it in a second post from that, right? So for one, that gives you a little bit of a ding usually. For two, in the second post, it doesn't allow your main post to be deprioritized. X deprioritizes posts that invite people away from their platform because they want to keep people on their platform. And that makes sense, right? So they're not going to like if you're posting, then they're going to let you post about Arena or whatever else, or any other social media or anything like that because they're an uncensored, unbiased site, right? But they're also going to deprioritize those posts and make them less visible because they don't want you taking the time to click the link or they don't want enough people seeing it to click the link and start to filter over there because they're unhappy with their platform or whatever the case. Or like any time off of the platform is time away from ads, which makes them revenue. So these are important things when it comes to X. But alone you stall, together you awaken. She used the bolding, made it a very very big statement. I don't like the caps. That's one thing, but it's almost not noticeable because of the bold. So that like for me, it's a little weird in this instance with the bolding. I think the caps worked well, whereas like just the plain caps, to me, I would not do. Okay, I would cap case. I would cap case. I would capitalize the first letter of each word for emphasis rather than actual capitalization. Okay? Where strangers become allies, ideas take flight, and every loss makes you sharper. Competitions, games, and wins that make you better. Awaken, friend. The battle that binds us is calling. And then it ties into the video and almost goes through the video. There's some issues with this here. Like, this I didn't like too much. Because some of the texting didn't be the better friend, and then it shows welcome to the Discord community and invites you to join the Discord, and then she provides the invite on the bottom to join the Discord. um it it's kind of confusing, but at the same time she's focused on intrigue from the look of it here, like alone you stall, together you awaken. What am I awakening? What am I stalling in, right? Strangers become allies, take ideas take flight, and every loss makes you sharper. What am I losing at? Like ideas take flight. What ideas? What are we becoming allies in? Competitions, games, and wins that make you better. So apparently we're competing about something. So that's where like you can lose. Games are something that you're competing in. So maybe there's some sort of cooperative play. Wins that make you better. So you can win the competitions as well. Like awaken, friend, the battle that's binding us is calling. So there's challenge to it. There's some sort of conflict. There's some sort of like competition there that you're fighting with each other for. So, and then it kind of explains it a little bit better in the video. But it's like I said, it's not. It doesn't have to be fully explanatory. It has to excite and intrigue people. And like this actually makes me wonder what it's talking about, what the community's about. The ones where it's like, and a lot of them were like super focused on like rewards and money and like where where your whole incentive for coming and joining the community in a lot of the sense was to come and be a part of like the competitions and stuff and win money. And like realistically, I the messaging behind this one, even though it is a little more vague, it's explanatory enough that it can generate enough interest for somebody to want to click the link. And it's creative. It's creative. It's very original. It's not monotone. It has a vibe to it. And yes, it is slightly confusing, but it is still a good message, and it is still something that generates interest, and something I really liked. This coupled with the video is what really did it for me, honestly. Now, certain things, like I said, I don't typically like caps. With the bolding, the caps look fine. Something I didn't like here was that she put the helmet inside of the punctuation rather than outside of the punctuation, and she punctuated everything but this one sentence, right? So that's something those are some things that I did ding her on, but she was still like up there, man. Like I couldn't. When it comes to the video was really good considering you didn't have any voice to it. It was almost like storytelling on its own right with the video, which was nice. Along you stall. What's the way? Being curious, being lost. You've got a lot of like words in the background, writing, moving forward. What's that? But what's the way bothered me because of the spacing here. What I might have done was I might have done what's the and then the way here with the question mark, and there was a space issue here. Spacing is important. The way things read are important. You have to be cautious with that as you go. And this applies to all of you, so make sure that you guys are really soaking this in. All of these criticisms can be applied towards your writing, towards your videos, towards anything that you produce, right? So, like, don't look at it as just me reviewing them. Look at it as advice that you can take towards the work that you produce, okay? And that's why I do the reviews for everybody. I didn't really like the messaging on the side. Web3 did. I got a job because he looks stressed out, and looks like he's stressed out and looking at bills or something. Yeah, exactly, Shadi, like that too. But you can tell that they were text messages based on the sound. The sound cues tend to trigger our brains and relate them to certain things. That sounds like a text message or like a phone going off. So we subconsciously we connect that, right, to receiving a text message or receiving a phone call. And the fact that it's a text message in the side with emojis and a like, right, it links it automatically to us as a text message, right? And that's something that it's harder to get. It's harder to really become proficient with this because it's not something that you can necessarily teach because each scenario is very different. And a lot of it ends up boiling down to like your creative ability, right? But that's something you develop over time. Some people are naturally gifted with these things. Some people develop and progress and eventually get better. But even those people naturally gifted with these, if they don't practice and get better, they'll be surpassed by somebody who doesn't have a natural talent for it, because that person without the natural talent has to strive every day to get better, right? So this is something that you got to keep in mind. Hi, Bridget. I see you made it early today. Reaching out. This kind of brings in like where strangers become allies. You know. Um, so there's that. Hold on. Together you awaken. Become a friend. Earn with games. It shows some of the stuff that we do. Those moved a little fast for my liking, but it also did work. It was enough time for me to quickly register everything that was going on, but not really enough time for me to explore it. So that's some things that you can do with that. Is so long as the flow of it isn't bad, you can do that, and then people can go back and be like, "Hey, look, let me see what that was about. What's that? That's Rumble. Okay, what's that? Oh, they made 15 USDT. They made 45 USDT. This creative contest too. Okay, thread writing, um, something from one of their events, I guess, or a competition. Be the better you. Like you can do it, but like 'cause that increases your dwell time on the video too, which sometimes that can be a good tactic. I did ding her for a couple of these. That little like that little sprite there in between the two and the little sprite on the edge of the Discord there. That was a little funky, but the ultimately I like the video, the flow of it, the audio of it, the messaging behind it. Um, the only thing that she could have done like a lot better on, in my opinion, was possibly like adding in the end link below, which some of you guys did. I really liked that. I think that you guys did really well with that aspect of it. Um, yeah. Let me see. Who else? Who's next? Who's next? Mr. Crib. We have Mr. Crib. Is Mr. Crib in the house? I don't think Crib's here yet. Maybe Crib has school. You guys all have school right now, which is rough. So now, his was very creative as well, and he incorporated this pretty good. There's a couple issues that I did see within it. Hmm. I see what you guys are saying. But yeah, I think the hook for hers is more the intrigue and the curiosity. Um, and that leading you to draw you into coming and checking out the community. All right. Hey, Hussein. Welcome in, buddy. What's up, Mark? I see you down there, Mr. Ken. Damn, everybody's starting to show up. Let's go. So cribs, like stars scattered across the night sky, we each shine in our own way, distant yet full of potential. That was a little weirded, a little worded, a little weirded, a little worded, a little weird. But even the moon needs the stars to complete the beauty of the night. CJN is your night sky. There's a place for you here to glow, grow, and build constantly. Um, I liked his post a lot. Honestly, it was a hard choice between the two of them. Um, the CJN, yeah, stories tend to draw people in more than statements. Um, Curiosity, yeah, Crib is definitely up there. Yeah. Um, Curiosity, being vague sometimes helps a lot with the intrigue and the hook because it pulls people in. It makes people curious. And curiosity tends to draw people more than understanding. It's weird sometimes because sometimes you want to be clear and be fully understood. For something to like really attract or yeah, there's just so much but there's a lot of it comes down to like creative effect, right? So CJN is the one thing that I really didn't like here, and the placement of the thing here. He whew, possibly could have rearranged some of the words or something, removed something, added something, made the text a little bit longer to allow for the imagery. For the emoji to connect, right? With text rather than on its own line. That was one thing that did bother me. I did like the emojis. This one was kind of eh. He missed a period at the end here, which bothered me, and he had it in brackets for some reason here, and that bothered me. So I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was trying to put a link in there, and name it CJN as like a hyperlink or something, like embedded into a text. But I don't know why he did it like this. Like it's just weird. But it's not terrible because it doesn't necessarily look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks weird, but it's not that off-putting when you read it. So I I I gigged him for it, but I couldn't like rule him out for it. Um See, that's the thing though, Velocity. Like there's only so much you can explain in a short post like this too. And like spelling it out when you have very limited characters like Citizens Journalism Network, that's like what, 40 characters right there out of 280 or whatever it is. So that's tough. Let's see, CJ Friends you could have done, that would have been a lot less. Then that would have worked better.
Growing, learning, building
Turn it up a little bit.
strategic relationship. Growing, learning, building strategic relationships. Those are few of the major tools the Web3 individual needs to constantly improve to thrive in the dynamic Web3 ecosystem. But learning and growing on your own pretty get frustrating at times. Yeah, I know. I have a solution for you. Introducing CJN and Friends, a community where you learn, build, and grow with like-minded individuals just like yourself. Join in and be a friend.
The only thing I really didn't like about his video,
growing, learning, building strategic relationship.
I don't know. Cribs
Those are few of the major tools the Web3 individual need to constantly improve to thrive in the dynamic Web3 ecosystem.
In school,
but
right
learning
now.
and
What's
growing
up,
on your
Joe?
own pretty get frustrating at times. Yeah, I know. I have a solution for you. Introducing CJ.
This part, the CJN and Friends. This is the one part I have a problem with in his video. Like, he used his natural voice. I like that. It was smooth. He was pacing really well. He had a really good message. It sparked interest. It made me wonder if maybe I should join and see what this place is about, because it sounds really welcoming. It sounds friendly. He speaks highly of it. He paints a really good picture of how it can improve you, right?
And Friends, a community where you learn, build, and grow with like-minded individuals just like yourself. Join in and be a friend.
All around, he just had a really solid post. He had a really good message behind him. Like I said, the emoji where it ended up, velocity. The emoji where the emoji ended up bothered me. Those brackets bothered me. The missing period at the end of this sentence bothered me, because you have periods at the end of all the other sentences. The emojis were very well placed though. They fit the messaging, they amplified the message, they didn't take away from it, and they weren't like aside from it. They were part of it. They flowed well. And that's like a really big thing for me. The only one that was weird was this one on the bottom. I could have seen like a hammer or like a construction crane or something at the end there, instead of like the emoji like that. But I couldn't take it away from him. is my problem. So that was Crib. Give it up for Abraham. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, which I like, this one was really hard for me because, like, literally, I've got Jesse, Velocity, and Ferocity all in the same spot. Like, it was so hard for me to pick between the three, right? It was so hard. And like I even expanded it outside of the three too, to kind of just like see if maybe I was missing something.
Hey, if you're ready to learn new skills,
I went back through it with like ChatGPT, and I was like, hey, am I being fair in my judgments? I uploaded my spreadsheet. I had it judge my judgment. I had it review your stuff individually. Did I not follow you back? Okay. I had to judge my stuff individually, like judge the reviews individually, and like it doesn't read the media, so like the media is all my judgment. But based on like what it came up with and what I came up with, they were really close. And like, yeah, so it was really hard. But ultimately, I ended up going with this one because this one was a little more creative in the wording here. It was a little different. It caught my attention a little more because like it felt like they were speaking their minds a little bit about like how we are as a community and like the drive that we have when it comes to growth and like being consistent and showing up and like finding their inspiration and growth. It very much focused on a lot of things besides just earning. Like they don't even mention rewards here. You know, yeah, it's a tweet contest. That's it. Like it's just a little aside that, you know, we compete for contests with yeah, yours was a GIF, Big Joe. It did seem like that. So yeah, it felt very, very like original. It felt original and it felt real. And I'm not saying that anybody else's didn't feel real, but they might have felt a little blander or a little more like rewards focused. And that's something that you'll improve upon as you go. Like, there's nothing wrong with not winning an event. And it sucks because I can only pick 3. Like, I would love to pick more. But if I picked more, I would have to reduce the rewards. And then when we do get limited submissions, I'm not everybody is going to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way I can give everybody a prize because then it would be participatory. And I don't like doing participation prizes because then, you know, there's nothing to strive for, right? Like, you just submit and fuck it. But yeah, curious why I am tweeting again. Yeah, it's a tweet contest. I have these genius freak friends I draw strength from in CJF. They are crazy about growth, very consistent. Frustrated or I don't even know what this emoji is. One thing that I did notice is that you hugged here and you pushed away on all of the others. That bothered me. Ferocity. That bothered me a lot. Hug or push away. Don't mix. Keep the pattern. Okay? I don't like spacing at all between my punctuation and my emojis, but that's me. So long as you follow a pattern, typically it's not bad. If all of these would have been pushed away, you might not have gotten dinged for that one, right? Very consistent. Don't criticize me. I found my inspo. Working with their limited character count, they found a way to say inspiration without saying inspiration, which is smart. It's a good thing that you can do. You just have to be careful that people will really understand it because you can abbreviate something that might not make sense to somebody else. And that's not something you want to do because then your message gets lost in the mix, right? And don't criticize me. I found my inspo and I want growth. Muscle. What's your inspo? Smiley face. The faces are like the emojis. Some of these are the ones that kind of make me but then join CJF, right? Got the link down here. A little wordy here, because your main focus was supposed to be up here and kind of like one single line down here for come be a friend or something like. But 21-second video.
Hey, if you're ready to learn new skills, create awesome content, and grow with a supportive community, this is for you. We dive into everything: AI tools, Canva, CapCut, you name it. It's all about learning, sharing, and pushing each other to level up. We're building, creating, and growing together, and it's always a vibe. Hit the next tweet for the invite. Let's grow together. Hey, if you're...
It's just very simple, very, very straightforward. Like, hey, this is what we are and this is what we do. The voice is very soothing. It's smooth. It's not very robot-y or AI like, and that was one of the things, Jesse, that took you down, because the AI sounding voice in videos are actually really annoying to a lot of people because they feel fake. Like, this feels more natural, even though it's an AI voice. It feels more natural. It processes better to the ear, even though, of course, it's not a human voice. Like, it's modeled after a human voice and doesn't sound robot-y, right? So there's that, right? All right. But Ferocity, I would have tried to find some other emojis to try to incorporate in here. Just explore the emojis. Hey, Mimi. Just explore the emojis. Like, what's a good, you guys are gonna look at me funny for this one, right? I'll say that right now. But what's a good emoji on X for inspiration? Light bulb, sparkles, butterfly. You see what I'm saying? Like, use the tools that you have access to find things that can incorporate into your stuff a little bit better, right? What's where is it? It's over here. Yeah. So, like, what's a good invitational emoji to use in an X post? Pointing, waving hand, handshake, party. That's kind of not really like ticket. Ticket could work. Like these are options that you have. Rather than like the little smiley face with the buck teeth, right? Like this is my point. You have some options there that you can use that will help you bring people in or like tie into your message better. So again, this was the third place. So these were the top three. We're gonna get into let's see. We're gonna get into velocities now. Your turn, brother. All right. So, what's this? Why did it switch like this? That's weird.
Threads video.
Why does it look like this? Well, that's a little odd. But I don't remember it looking like that before. Velocity, what happened to your post? I see you, Mimi. I said hi. So, you're about to scroll past the one click that'll complete your life's puzzle. No, but like, look at how it's popping up. It's popping up in like the little window. Look at that. Like it's like a little window. It's not a. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a little like a. What do you mean shift it back? I shifted it back to the beginning. Yeah.
Hello guys.
I don't know why it's popping up like this. But so you're about to scroll past the one click that'll complete your life's puzzle. The puzzle piece in between the two, but then you have a blank space down here. That was rough. You have a space here in between belong and the yeah, you see what I'm saying? You have a space there between the belong and the comma. But a place to belong, grow, create, and laugh with friends. You missed a capitalization here. We're mastering content creation and having fun while earning on the side. Every win, every laugh, every reward brings us closer together. So like you're mentioning kind of like earning and then reward. Again, like it feels very like earning focused there. I do like the message. I do like how you did like complete your life's puzzle. A place to belong, grow, create, and laugh with friends. The spacing here throws me off a little. The way that the emoji is, and it probably looks different on mobile, which sucks because I know if I change the viewport, it looks different. But even then, that doesn't look great either. You know what I'm saying? Because of how tight together the text and everything is. You have one big text block in the beginning, and then you have the one separate down here. So yeah, there's that. The video I like too. I just think that the other people's messaging was a little bit better. It felt a little more original and natural. To me, not just like generally informative. It had a flair of like fun and curiosity to them that yours kind of didn't have. It's hard for me to really.
Hello guys, if you're into creating dope content, learning AI tricks, and leveling up your skills, this is where you need to be. We've got Terrace dropping real knowledge on Canva, CapCut, Threads, videos, you name it. It's hands-on, it's fun, and you actually grow. We run duck races, play Rumble Royale, talk meme coins, and yeah, there are always rewards on the line. It's more than a server, it's a vibe, a crew, a creative playground. Links in the next tweet. Come vibe with us.
I like the voice.
Hello guys, if you're into creating dope content, learning AI.
See, this was a little weird for me, like how this was like you had your like desktop background here. Yes, I just finished yours, Virion. like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. I went with yours first. It is live on X right now. You should be able to rewind to it though. While I'm still live though. Oh no. That's no good. So yeah, this was a little weird to me.
AI tricks and leveling up your skills. This is where you need to be. We've got
I think it's Duck Race. Oh no, you don't do app discovery. You do it on the website, online-stop timer or something. I'll get it for you. That's no big deal.
Got Terrace dropping real knowledge on Canva, CapCut, Threads, videos, you name it. It's hands-on, it's fun, and you actually grow. We run duck races, play Rumble Royale, talk meme coins, and yeah, there are always rewards on the line. It's more than a server, it's a vibe, a crew, a creative playground.
What was it? Was it here? It was the logo. The logo, what I would have done was I would have removed the background and made the background transparent. And then just put it in the middle of the black background here, right? Like it feels a little off having the white background here. Just
creative playground.
But yeah, I like what you did. You had a really good post.
Links in the next tweet. Come vibe
You
with
had
us.
a really good video The video did look a little weird because of like the mobile aspect and like the screenshots and crops that you did take, but ultimately you had a really good post. The formatting, the structure was a little off. The some of the punctuation and spacing was a little weird. But ultimately, you did really good, dude. And it was such a hard decision to choose somebody, and I had to choose somebody, and I went with the one that felt a little more creative, a little more fun, and avoided the reward subject as much as possible. Like, because like they mentioned the contest, but they don't bother mentioning the rewards, and like a lot of what I focus on doing is trying to bring people in that aren't necessarily looking for rewards but looking to participate. And maybe I could have clarified that a little bit better for you guys, for sure. But yeah, so that's Velocity. Um, let's see. We've got Jesse Jack here. So Jesse Jack, fourth and fifth were between these two, for sure. So I don't know why all of a sudden my freaking video wants to look like this. That's so weird.
Want to know how I flipped my screen time?
All right, so let's do this quick. The first sentence was kind of long. Like, damn. You could have tried to like separate the sentences. It kind of like went on. Hey, Bobby, what's up? So we're going over some of the posts for the submission from last week for the content creation. It was a single post content. So yeah, we're live in the guild hall in the CJ and Friends Discord, just vibing and going over it. I call it post roast. So we kind of like just roast people's posts. We have a little bit of fun with it. I explain like where they've had some issues and where they can improve. Kind of how I judged it so that they understand it a little too. And they like realistically, a lot of it is subjective too. Like there's no way to like make the perfect post or make the perfect eye catcher or attention grabber or call to action to bring somebody in. It's only doing it really well and the person judging it's like discretion on like because at a certain point it goes from like fundamentals and functional functionality of the post and the video to like preference and what they're hoping to see from it and their interpretation of it, and that's something that you guys have to always remember too. It's not just about what you've done and like how good you felt that you did compared to somebody else. It's also about your audience. Ultimately, your audience is the one that's going to decide whether or not you did a really good job by either yeah it's a lot of educational stuff, and we've got 50 plus people on the Discord right now hanging out and listening for their reviews and reviews of others, and hopefully looking to participate in something besides the duck race that's coming up in about like 5 or 15 minutes. I want to get through at least Jesse's, and then the one that I wanted to do for an honorable mention is one of our new submissions, because it's one of their first time submissions. A lot of the information from their review is going to apply to everybody's review, so it's a good general purpose review that I can do, because we're gonna run out of time before I can get through all 27 submissions or whatever it was for the contest. So and I did provide everybody with their feedback in their guild posts, with some more like general catered feedback towards your post specifically. Some of it wasn't as in depth or as detailed as you might have wanted, but some of you guys really didn't provide me with a lot of effort. So I reward effort with effort. I give more feedback to the people who put in more effort. I people who feel like they're trying to progress and trying to get better at it. I will definitely take the extra time with. But if I feel like you just tossed a one-liner in there, or you just AI generated something, and we're hoping to win based off that, no effort. I'm not going to put as much effort into you. That's just how it works. I try to be there for everybody, and as you put in genuine effort, I'm definitely 100% going to be there to help support you and help you grow. But I expect effort, because then I have to put my time and effort into helping you with it, right? So effort begets effort. But yeah, so we're here with Jesse J's post. I've gone from posting random stuff online to learning real content skills, writing bangers, using Canva, making scroll stopping videos, and even completing Zeely quests for rewards. I've actually earned some dollars doing it. Allow me to blow your mind real quick. The emoji use was pretty good. You hugged instead of pushed away. Like I said, keep a pattern. Patterns for the structure of your posts, line breaks in between each line, every other line, hugging your emojis to the text or pushing it away from the text. A lot of it is on like your reader's ability to process the information and stick with the information, and patterns help the brain keep attentive. You break a pattern, it stutters the brain, and the brain is more likely to say, hey, what's going on here? Why does it look like that? It looks weird. Even if they don't know exactly what it is, their brain processes that, and it makes it less effective for a message. So you're going to definitely want to focus on that. Structure first, format first, patterns first, making sure that you're using your punctuations properly, making sure that your spelling is good, making sure that your capitalization is good. And he did really good with all of that here. His messaging is pretty basic, Jay. Your messaging is interesting. It's enough for people to kind of want to jump in and take a look and see what it's about. I think the video definitely helped that a lot, but it's also it's not as creative. It definitely could use some more of a creative flair, some more of a little wow factor to it. And that's kind of what I was lacking, and why you placed a little bit lower on the leaderboard for the posts as you did. Another thing is the video. The video is it's good, but like the voice bothered me.
Want to know how I flipped my screen time into rewards?
This
This space helped
sounds
me level
very
up creatively. As I connect,
robot
learn and
and
earn.
chippy, you
Come
know.
say hi and CJ and friends. This
It's not
Discord
as
turned
flowy,
me from just
and
trying
I don't know,
stuff
like ferocity,
content machine,
velocity,
and I'm only
where
getting
you guys
started.
got that voice from,
I
but that
hang out here
voice,
daily and
like
I've stayed for
if
the
you
fun,
have
the learning, the vibes,
the opportunity
and the wins. Check out the
to
link in the next
share
post.
that in like educational
Want to know how I
resources
flipped
or
my
something,
screen time into
that'll
rewards?
help a lot of the
This
other
space
friends that
helped
we
me
have
level
here.
up creatively. As I connect, learn and
Right here, the CGN friends logo, I would have taken that background out. I would have taken the background out on the Discord as well, and I would have, if you don't have access to auto adjust on Canva, I would have just like maybe done a blur or put an outline or something like that, right? You can contrast against the background still without having to change the coloring so that it stands out and isn't like blended in too much. And not have to keep the weird backgrounds behind it that kind of break up things. Earn.
come say hi and CJ and friends. This Discord
I liked
turned me
the
from
video.
just trying stuff into
I
a
liked
content
how you
machine,
scrolled
and
through
I'm
it.
only getting started.
You could have done more
I
with
hang out here
transitions,
daily and I've stayed for the fun,
right?
the learning, the
So
vibes,
like
and the
transitions
wins.
would
Check
have
out
helped
the link in the next
the
post.
feel of the
Want to know how I
scrolling
flipped my
rather
screen
than
time
just
into
feeling like
rewards?
you're just
This space
flipping
helped
your
me
button
level
up or
creatively.
flipping
As I
down on
connect,
the phone
learn
as
and
you were
earn.
going through it,
Come
right?
say hi and
It
CJ
feels
and friends.
smoother, it looks better.
This Discord turned me
Something
from
that
just
everybody
trying
did
stuff
pretty well with in the
into a
top
content
tier.
machine, and
This
I'm
one,
only getting
you
started.
did some of them,
I
and then
hang
you
out here
started to
daily
like
and I've stayed for the fun,
scroll and
the
stuff
learning,
manually.
the vibes, and
Um,
the wins.
Like
Check out
work
the
on
link in
that.
the next
Work
post.
on tying that all in
Want to know
together
how I
with the transitions a little bit better. And again, it felt very reward focused. And like I said, we're here to learn. We're here to grow. Yes, we can earn, but that's not the primary focus. Primary focus is get yourself to a professional level where you're working with social media managers and content writers, or doing content writing and social media management, where you're working doing ambassadorships for companies. TJ's doing that right now, and TJ came in here with a very strong ability to write coming in. But TJ's doing ambassadorships for one of the larger companies right now, coming out with a token launch soon. So Discord did you bad? Why? How Discord do you bad? Velocity? It bumped you out. But yeah, that's Jay, and let's get to our honorable newbie mention here. Let me see. Where's the big one? Big one was Oma, I think. Yeah, I think it was Oma. Yes. Okay. So Oma is new, right? And Oma had a lot going on here, right? Now, a lot of these mistakes, a lot of you have moved past, right? You had to delete Discord and re-download? Change your password, dude. Because that sounds funky. Like I really like Jay's video too. The voice threw me off a lot. And like the background of the CJN Friends and the Discord logo really kind of messed up that slide for me pretty bad. Also some of like how he was navigating through rather than just like transitioning. Like like it felt like it felt a little off there and like didn't feel as good as some of the other videos to me because of it. But Oma is new. This is Oma's first submission. Oma is making a lot of the mistakes that you guys made when you first started. And Oma, if you're here, I hope you're here and I hope you're listening. If not, it's recorded. It's on YouTube. It's on X. It's on Twitch. It's everywhere. So you guys don't have an excuse for not checking out your reviews if your reviews are here. I thought I liked it. Huh. So one of the things I always say, and you guys know, because Crib even mentioned it in one of the posts on Twitter the other day, is the double emojis. I don't like double emojis. Double emojis do not look good. This is more of a personal preference, but it's also kind of not. Like, first, using the double emojis takes up an extra character. It kind of, the emojis at the beginning and the end, if you're going to do emojis at the beginning, patterns, stick with emojis at the beginning. If you're going to do emojis at the end, stick with emojis at the end, right? The messaging behind it, one, they joined now to become a friend, could have been put in the second post. That would have given them the ability to format or structure this a little bit better, right? I like how they use the end here rather than just and. It looks a little better, but it would look better on its own line, or maybe even after everything, right? So like, I earned $100 in a week and boosted my writing skills. I know you will be curious to know how, right? Thanks to CJN's weekly. Okay, well, it does fit a little bit better here. Thanks to CJN's weekly challenge and reward. Join thread contest, play games, post roast, and learn about Web3 projects, right? So what they could have done was they could have taken this, put this in the next post like I instructed, right? Yeah, Dev. I'll roast Devs for you real quick before I do the duck races. How's that? Because since everybody wants to get roasted and Dev loves to get roasted and he loves the feedback actually, so like I appreciate that, Dev. You're always up for the challenge. But I would have taken, so the way that this reads, right, could be improved a lot. So I'm gonna do this real quick. We're going to take this, because for some reason it's pasting weird, right? So I would have removed these completely, right? Extra space here. You don't want the extra space here, right? I earned $100 in a week and boosted my writing skills. I know you'll be curious to know how. I know you'll be curious how I did it, or even ask a question. Are you curious how? Right? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Right? Question mark. Question mark. You can toss that in there, right? Like a little exclamation. And if you're using an emoji for punctuation, you can do that, right? And I would actually advise that. Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Use an emoji for punctuation. Like, it draws attention. I've roasted you a lot already, Dev. It's not that bad, buddy. Come on now. And then what I would have done was I would have taken this, right? And I would have done these as bullets instead of as like commas. Right? Join threads, play games, watch the post roasts. What did I do? Damn it. I gotta stop clicking stuff. Watch the post roasts. Learn more about Web3 projects, right? And then here, of course, this is the one exception for emojis after, right? Yep, wrong one. This is the one exception for emojis after, guys. When you're using them as bullets. If you're using emojis as bullets, you do not... come on. It won't click. There we go. If you're using emojis as bullets, you don't have to put punctuation after your words, which helps with the character count if you want to keep it to one single post. If you're using emojis as bullet points, you don't have to worry about putting emojis after, because then it looks weird. Like just how an emoji looks after a post like this with the bullet for the emoji, it just looks odd because you're contrasting. You're eliminating the pattern here. And that's something that we don't want to do, because patterns keep people interested. Patterns keep people's attention on the message. People read through your message better when they do this, when you have a pattern, right? And then, of course, you would take the join now to become a friend, or come be a friend, discord.gg/CJ and friends, and you put that in the second post like I instructed you guys to for the competition. Some of you guys did it, some of you guys didn't, some of you guys lost character count because of it. You lost space that you could have used, right? So that's part of the reason why. Changing the logo is a no-no. So typically you don't want to change the logo for a company. You change the font of the logo and you change the shading, right? You don't want to do this because a lot of companies feel a certain way towards their logo. That's their brand. That's their project. That's their product. That's their baby, you know? And you're somebody coming in maybe to help promote it or something like that. But when you take that brand and you like morph it into something that you like better, like it's unrecognizable almost. I wouldn't recognize this as the CJN logo, even though I know what the CJN logo is. Like it would throw me off, right? Citizen Journalism Network, that's not bad. It's a little smirchy. It looks almost AI generated, right? And it kind of tells a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's a created or crafted image, and it looks like it was screenshot because of the white lines at the edge, right? So these are things that you have to pay attention to. Every little detail matters when you're creating a I won't roast you, Dev. Yeah, you're getting all that information from all these other posts, so it's fine. So I know that they're new, and I understand this, and that's fine. You learn. That's what you're here for. The stars in front of the words make the words hard to read. Weekly challenge and reward. They could have used the end sign that they used up here, right? And still kept it short. Become a friend. They didn't have to parenthesize that. You can highlight that. You can keep that out there. Become a friend. Like, you don't have to hide it in the parentheses, right? So there's that. And then Guildhall/game. We don't do games on Monday. We do Guildhall. Rumble Royale Tuesday. That's right. Wednesday is Post Roast. That's right. Thursday is Duck Race. No, that's not right. Accuracy of information is very important, and you guys know how big I am on that, right? Like, even down to, like, some of you guys were talking about, like, Solana not being MetaMask not handling Solana. It handles Solana now, but it's not native. You could have said that it's not native, right? Like, but instead you said it doesn't handle Solana, when that's not accurate. You got to be very careful with your accuracy. You have to be very careful with using branding and media that are from the project itself, not that you just created for them. So, like, make sure that you're taking, like, I posted all the assets for the meme in there for you guys to use. Those are on-brand assets, at least until I get a yay or nay. I'm still waiting on approval for some of those assets, but they're quality enough, and I've been using them myself, so I'm fine with you using them for it. Right? And I'm providing them to you. That's why you usually look for, like, a project's media kit or brand kit or guidelines or something like that. Impact is a good one for an example, a good one for you guys to look at and see. They're very, very particular about their brand guidelines. They're very, very particular about their logos. If you post outside of those brand guidelines and you're participating in, like, an ambassadorship or something like that, you probably won't get paid, because you broke brand guidelines. They have a clear-cut document right there for you, and you broke those guidelines. Don't do it. Focus on making sure that you're on brand. Make sure that you're complying with the company or the group or the project's wishes, because you're amplifying their message. You're not just producing your own, right? You're amplifying their project. It's not your project. So always remember that. You're participatory. You're not controlling. So you need to allow them to have their control and to abide by their requirements. The Discord.ggc, the whole thing kind of feels a little stretched for me. It feels like it produced it in a size that they didn't like, and then they changed it by screenshotting it, right? So it's a little weird screenshotting it and then maybe stretching it out to, like, a paint program or something like that, but that's kind of what I'm getting from it, right? So accuracy here. Fridays we don't hold games. The discord.gg/CJ and friend, you can really not see too well, and it's in a different color, so it kind of contrasts, and that's kind of the same thing with the Citizen Journalism Network up here. The Discord logo with the background separate from the background here. You could have removed the background, and it doesn't really, it clashes. You see what I'm saying? So these are things to be careful for. Hey, thank you for the follow, Maria. But yeah, these are all things that will help you improve as you go. Oma, that's fine. It is recorded. It is on YouTube. It is on Twitch. It is on X. You can watch it on any of the platforms that you want to watch it on, okay? So you don't have to worry. I did a full review of your post here, and I'm actually going to post a sample post of how I would have improved your message. And another thing, no, Vina, I did not do yours. I haven't gotten to yours yet, and we're running short on time. But I can do some more tomorrow while we do the Rumbles, if you'd like. And I can try to get to yours tomorrow. Yeah. I did, like I said, I did post in each individual forum post. So you guys got direct reviews and response. But yeah, I'm happy to take some time while we're doing the Rumbles tomorrow and get you some more information on that. Or do like a full, like, live review for you. That's no big deal. So I'll have to record tomorrow's as well. And since this is your first event, I know that the $100 in a week is just to be catchy, Oma. That was something that bothered me a little. I want you to be accurate. If you haven't earned $100 in it, don't say it. If you've earned $15, don't say it. What you could have said was, I give out over $200 a week in prizes and contest winnings and stuff like that. You could have included it in that way without saying, hey, I earned. Because now you're implying that you actually did and you didn't, right? And don't lie to people. Because eventually people catch you in the lies. Like, or if people find out you're lying, then you look like a piece of shit. And it sucks, right? Like, because that can mess up your whole platform. Getting caught in lies and drama and politics and bullshit. Like, I don't want you guys to go through that. So try to avoid that as much as possible, right? It'll go a long way, and it'll help you extend your career beyond the career of some of the other people out there who end up getting caught up in the drama and the BS and then end up having to move away from this. Emmy, yeah, you used to. You haven't lately, brother. But yeah, very good post still. Like, it's got a good foundation to it. Just make sure that your information is accurate. Make sure that you're not double emojiing. Make sure your spacing is everything is good. We're coming to it, right? Yeah, Oma, I got you. I saw you were here. And I know a lot of you do tune in. I'm actually about to start the duck races now. So if you are tuning in, you know the drill. You have to be on the stage for me to see you. And if you're not on the stage and I can't see you, then guess what? You don't win. You don't win. Look at this. This beast of a document that I produced going through all of your reviews. Okay, guys? Like, it's a lot of time. Okay? It's a lot of time. So, just don't ever think I'm not putting the effort in when I am reviewing these, because I'm definitely putting as much time and effort as I can into it and trying to review them as thoroughly as possible. You guys are all doing amazing, and I really appreciate all the content that you guys have been putting out. You killing it. You guys are doing it. You guys are going to get there, and we're going to start working on more sessions about building up your X platform and trying to work together to amplify each other's messaging and start working on following each other so that we can support each other. Add your X page to your profile here on Discord, right? And we will be able to follow each other, and we will be able to amplify each other's messages, and we'll be a support group for each other on social media where we can help each other grow that. All right? Because, like, if you've got 10 followers, right, that I don't have, and these followers see my message through your repost, right, I can gain 10 more followers, right? My followers seeing you reposting my stuff potentially could help get you 10 more followers. And vice versa, like me sharing your posts. Then so it's almost an echo chamber, but it's more of like an amplification effect or an amplification chamber, and that's kind of what we're gonna aim for here. We want to build all of you up, and we want to get your accounts built. Okay, so yeah. Don't pray your duck is hungry. Hell yeah, I want to see the two of them be the best content creators too. I would love that. All right, so we got Shoddy, Dev, Epsilon, Pager, Brand Life, Usain, Token Seeker, Desmond Brian. Desmond Brian. I don't know why I said brain. Sasha Banks. If you don't hear your name, let me know. Camden Queen, I guess. Bridget Moore. You made it this time. You're in the duck race. Authority. Emmy. TJ. I gotta get a way to like have this exported. When the bot's done, it should have that feature, hopefully. So I'm gonna be so much happier. Your study. Mubank 4. Ingak Doan. I think I'm saying that right. Trying to say it right. Tuan Kiet. Leo Ton. Just for Hustling. Susie, I see you just joined. I'll get you added in there now. Susie Edet. Just for Hustling I was at. Let's see. Crystal Gem. Diana Crypto. Quinn. McMore. NFT Money. Arkansas. I want to see Arkansas win. Arkansas has been here for so friggin' long. Crypto Ball. Yes, we're doing the duck race. We've been here for an hour and a half. What do you mean already? Salty, MD, Neroff, Web3 Girl. I skipped Dev's post roast because he is happily allowing me to skip it. Erebo, Israel, Oizamsi, Apex Predator, Frontiers. Nice to see you again, buddy. Prazzy, Nairo, Lin Deng, MK, Shane again for some reason. Oh my, are there two Usains in here? Like, am I going crazy? No, there's one Usain. Why are you down here now? Esau, Tormy T, Bora J. I gotta ignore the messages at the moment, guys. Sorry. Let me get through this. Otherwise, I lose my place and it messes me all up. Fred, Dude, Mr. Ken, Ijura, Mark the Great, Venakeen, Ferocity, Velocity, Derek James, Brainiac, Julie, Jay, Fresh Mimi, and Emerson. Emerson. Did I miss anybody? Did anybody hear me not call them? Did anybody not hear me call their name? Let me know now. Forever hold your peace. I had already started going through the list, so if I missed you, you want normal duck race? I haven't had a chance to play it yet, Seagrun. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I know it's a new game, so I'm looking at it. All right, we're gonna do a vote. Ferocity. I haven't done anything with medical since I was a dialysis assistant, and that was back in like 2006 or 2005. So it's been years since I've done anything in the medical field. But no, I don't teach medical courses. I did get your name, Velocity. I said your name was right after Ferocity's, which is why I remember it. So spell your name correctly. There you go, Siegs. All right, so we've got the names. We're ready to go. Well, actually, one thing. Vote for death or life. We're going to do Duck Race of Death or Duck Race of Life. 1. Add reaction 2. So, Duck Race of Death is number 1. Duck Race of Life is number 2. Make your choices. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You've got like 2 minutes. I do want to go support Creon Space after this. Our friend is hosting daily spaces. He managed to get with his efforts, he managed to get featured by ex co-hosts because he's been a big supporter of them since they started. They tossed him a couple of days of feature. He's doing amazing. He's here every day supporting us for all of our events. So make sure that you're supporting your friends. That's a big thing in the space, guys. When you're supportive of other creators support you, right? Now, it's not saying that you should do it solely to be extractive or to be like gainful, but it's something that benefits you when you do it, right? So when you support other creators, you help amplify them. They usually help amplify you. They return the favor, right, guys? And that's something that's important because it's hard being a creator out here when you're starting off, right? It's hard until you get to a certain point where your deal flow are reaching the thousands of dollars for posts and tweets and community activations and stuff. Until you get there as a creator, then you guys got to vote equal. Come on. 16, really? There's 66 of you in the audience. Waza, your name is not there. I will add you. 17, you guys are trolling the fuck out of me right now. Oh, you guys are trolling me. This is unreal. Why are we tied with 34 votes out of 64 votes? Guys, vote. Vote for Duck Race of Death or Duck Race of Life so that I can do the damn race. All right? Come on. It's so close. Life, please. 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 12:15, and then that's it. But yeah, like, make sure you're supporting each other. Supporting each other will go so much further than you just being a solo creator out there in the space, you know, speaking words out to the masses. It goes a long way, right? So which one is Life is number 2. I did it respectively. So Duck Race of Death is 1, Duck Race of Life is 2. If it's Life, it's going to be longer. If it's Death, I'm not doing more than 3 seconds because I've got 60-something names on this list. There is no way in hell I'm doing 2 minutes per race for Duck Race of Death. There's no way. Dev, you keep getting wrecked in Rumble. But I always get wrecked in Rumble too. I'm up for 2 minutes per race for Life. But for Duck Race of Death, no. But I'll do 2 minutes of race for Life, for sure. There's no way. There's no way I'm doing Duck Race of Death for 2 minutes. No, we're not banning Rumble, Dev. I like Rumble. Rumble's fun. We've got 1 more minute. 1 more minute. And then I'm calling that vote to quits. We're going to proceed with whichever one it is. Remember, death is 1, life is 2. Ferocity. Don't worry. Easy always swims in lava, so it's no big deal. You each have your chosen death mechanics. All right, that's it. We're doing Duck Race of Life. 2 minutes per. 2 minutes per. Duck Race of Life. So let's do this. We're gonna do clear 200. I've never done one for 2 minutes, so this is gonna feel really long. Just so that you guys know. We got 68 names. We've got 68 people in the audience. Did I miss somebody? Because I know you guys are bouncing in and out like friggin' Mexican jumping beans. So let me know if I missed you. I got you, Virion. I'm pretty sure I got you. Maybe I didn't. How could I miss Virion? I included you, Waza. So, let me get Virion in here. All right, we're ready to go. Let's do it. It was perfect 69. All right, ready? Look at this. Look at this row. Look at this row. You guys got to quack for your ducks, damn it. So, ready, steady, quack! Let's do it. Come on, who's going to win? We've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes might be way too much. Look at this race. Look at this race. Your duck is in the lead right now, Easia. What are you talking about? Where the hell is your duck? Your duck's right there. You're the big green one. Quack. Quack. And you're no longer in the lead. Yeah, it was way too early for you to be in the lead. Let's see. Yeah, 1 minute might be better. I think we're gonna do 1 minute from now on. Because 2 minutes is too much. Yes, you are in the game, Mimi. I did not forget you, little one. Let's see. Who's gonna take it? The quack. Come on, guys. Quack. Quack. I don't see enough quacks in the chat. Quack. Quack. Damn it, quack. But yeah, 2 minutes is a really long time per race, guys. So I think we are going to be doing 1 minute from here. Quack. 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 Quack it up, guys. Quack it up. Oh, Bridget Moore taking the lead with 30 seconds left, but now she's falling back. We've got Authority pushing up on the side. Who's that sneaking up in the back in the pink? We've got Epsilon sneaking up in the back. Oh, Epsilon falling back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's going to come shooting up from the rear? Who's going to take it? Uh-oh. Oh, who's that? Your study creeping up for the lead. 7 seconds left. Who's going to take it? Mark the Great tied up with him. Is Mark the Great going to win? Yes, he did. Mark the Great. It's been a while since you've won, buddy. Your name is there, Isel. I made sure I got it. All right. So we're going to remove this. We're going to hit race again. And we're going to change this to 1 minute. Because 2 minutes was very, very long. The duck race of life is slow. And yeah, duck race of death is faster paced. It's easier for me to, 2 minutes was very long, guys. Quack! Let's do it. We've got 1 minute on the clock. We've got Naroff in the lead. We've got Camden Queen in the lead. Oh, it's a little early for the lead, though. Who's going to come up? Looks like Sasha Banks pushing forward. Waza, Sasha falling back. Velocity pulling the lead. Nope, now just for hustling pulling up front. We got McMoore sneaking up back there. Who else? Who's that? Emerson is sneaking up from the back. Mr. Ken sneaking up on the side there. Shoddy coming up. We got Leoton pushing up. Who's gonna take it? Quack! Quack for your ducks, guys. I want your whole community around you to be like, what the hell is this guy doing in his house? Quacking like a maniac. All right? Quack for your ducks. Support your ducks. Feed your ducks. Your ducks feed on your quacks. Looks like Tormy T is taking the lead. Emmy pushing up. No! Tormy T. All right. So we've got Mark the Great so far. We've got Tormy T. Congratulations, guys. We got one more race, and then we're going to call it quits for the day. All right? Ready, steady, quack! Cold. Why cold, bro? What's cold about it? Quack, quack, quack. 44 seconds left. We've got CZ in the front. What happened here? CZ in the front. We've got Camden Queen pushing up with Naroff. Easier pushing up from the rear. Who else do we got going? We've got Sasha Banks pushing up from the back. Sasha hasn't won yet. Is Strawberry going to take the lead? Nope. Strawberry falls back. Come on, Arkansas. Quack for your duck. Quack for your duck. Nairo, Naroff, Pager, and MD. Up, MD, Pager. Oh, Nairo fell off real hard. Ferocity coming up in the lead. Ferocity's going to take a second win for the week. Oh, my God. Congratulations, Ferocity. You've got another win. You've got another win. Congratulations. So we've got Ferocity, Mark the Great, and Tormy T. Congratulations, you guys. On the duck On the duck race win. All right? On the duck race win. I'm going to just toss that in there real quick. Copy this so that I have it. And I'll put it in my little staff section so I can make the announcement for this later. Congratulations, guys. We got up to 68, Easy. 68. Which is freaking amazing. Very, very happy about the turnout, guys. I'm happy that more of you are participating. I look forward to more of you guys jumping in and participating in the events and the contests and learning content creation. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you learn, grow, and eventually earn. All right, and we're going to be coming up with some opportunities for that in the future. I'm crafting some stuff. I'm working on getting things going. They do take time. There's some development aspects to it. There's a lot of planning aspects to it. It's a lot of refinement and shit. No, you have to. I have to see you on the stage to add you for participation. Since it's focused on the community here, I don't want people to just be on X trying to get the wins. I want people in the community participating. Otherwise, I'm sorry about that, dude. But I've said it every week too. I've said it every event. You have to be on the Discord stage. But yeah, guys, I like amazing stuff. I really look forward to seeing more content from you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna have the Rumble at 11. That gives me a little bit of time in between my morning meetings, so I don't have to rush from the meeting into the event. All right. So yeah, definitely come check us out. Come hang out. Come play. I'm gonna be live on the stage doing some reviews while we do some Rumble fun. There's gonna be 3 winners, $10 USDT a piece. Today's winners won 15 USDT a piece. So there's winners all the time. Contest winners tend to make more because there's more effort behind it. But I like to try to give something away to people. Brainiac, you didn't win once, bro? Really? Damn. Yeah, so I really do hope to see some more of you guys on the winners board, though. Yeah. It's my duck. My duck's still quacking. It's Ferocity's duck quacking still. I left the duck thing up. Yeah, exactly. And if not, Brainiac, I've seen some of the stuff that like you've put content in, if I'm not mistaken, and your content isn't bad foundationally. You just need to work at it and keep progressing. That's all. Like, you're doing good. Like, you're all doing pretty good. There's a few of you out there that just tossed in AI generated crap. Like, realistically, you just tossed something in AI, had them produce it, and then tossed it into a post. Like, but for the most part, you're all putting in a lot of effort, and I really do appreciate that. So make sure that you keep putting it in, and you'll eventually get to the point where you'll be making money from posting for other people. Yeah. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in again. Thank you everybody for tuning in again. You're welcome to come and join the friends at CJN Friends Discord, www.discord.gg/CJN Friends. I look forward to having some new friends in the Discord. I look forward to some new faces in the live events. I look forward to some new submissions in our contests every week. And I look forward to learning, growing, and earning with all of you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you stopping in. That's the end of the live. Bye, Bobby.